Mythical creatures in Spanish folklore. The Guajona is a blood-sucking creature resembling to a witch's, and with features specific to her feeding habits. She resembles a disfigured human female, who is covered from head to toe in an old thin black cloak. Her hands and feet are gnarled bird legs, her face is yellow with consumed, rough and hairy warts, her eyes are tiny and bright as stars, aquiline nose and mouth provided with a single black razor-sharp tooth that is so long it reached down to her under chin and used to suck blood. She only comes out at night and hides in the shadows. It is unknown where she sleeps during the day, although it is suspected to be hiding underground. Guajona come in homes without getting noticed, and walks silently toward healthy young children to suck their blood in their sleep. By sticking her tooth into their veins, she does not kill them. Instead leaves them almost bloodless, so when they wake up in the morning they will be tired, pale and discolored. Guajona also attacks adults. This is one of the few myths or legends about vampires that exist in Spain, next to the Conde Estrak. Gentle. The Gentle were believed to have lived alongside the Basque people. They were hairy humanoids who were so tall that they could walk in the sea. These creatures lived in caves, and mastered arts such as agriculture and mill building. They also have colossal strength that allowed them to throw gigantic stones from mountain to mountain, which led to several tales and explanations for ancient stone buildings and large isolated rocks. The giants were believed to have created the Neolithic monuments, such as dolmens found around the Basque country. And despite all their wisdom and energy, they ended up disappearing when Christianity arrived in Euskadi. Terrified by Jesus' arrival, who they called Kixme, that is, monkey, they understood that their age had come to an end. Some of them threw themselves down precipices, but the majority chose hiding underground, where they became separated. And only Olensero remained, a giant who appears at Christmas and is reproduced to straw dolls. Dip, a vampiric canine black-furred hairy dog, with red glowing eyes and a lame leg. They can kill men and livestock in spite of being lame in one leg. They are very stealthy in the dark and possess bites that can turn others into vampires. They attack cattle and humans at night and sucking their blood. And among their victims were drunken night owls who went to drink wine in the village taverns. Gizotso. Gizotso is a half-man half-wolf monster. It lived by the forest, appearing in the woods at night with chains. They are told to be terribly strong, and have to be born from the sexual intercourse between humans and wild animals. Lamia. The Lamiac is a creature who lives in the river, like Siren, or Halia. They are very beautiful that they can easily attract a man. Yet they have a duck kind of feet. They often stay at the shore combing their long hair with a golden comb. They help those who give them presents by providing them with help at work. If a farmer left them a food at the river shore, Lamiac would eat it at night. And in exchange, she will finish working the field that the farmers left unplowed. In some places, it is believed that bridges are built at night by Lamiac, but they had to go away and left unfinished before or when it cockcrow. It also believed that a Lamiac is at the other end of the rainbow combing her hair. This is when the sun lights her hair that the rainbow opens. In some places, a male Lamiac also exists. They are strong and have built dolmens at night. The Oyankanyu is a cyclops, that embodiment of cruelty and brutality. They appear to be 10 to 20 foot tall giant with superhuman strength. Their hands and feet contain 10 digits each and 2 rows of teeth. With a very wild and beast-like temperament, it sports a long mane of red hair and facial hair nearly reaching to the ground. The females, called Oyankana, are virtually the same without the presence of a beard. They had a long drooping breasts that, like their male counterparts' hair, reach the ground. In order to run, they must carry their breasts behind their shoulders. The easiest way of killing them is to pull the single white hair found in its mess of a beard. Olaparo, or Olaparo, is a species of giant cannibals that only has one eye in the middle of the forehead. Sometimes the Olaparo has 2 eyes, one on the forehead and another on the nape. They are rude and fierce, very wild and voracious, and great eater, who lives in the caverns in the forests and in the mountains, especially in the mountain of Lugo and Oranse. Oroquirno. The Oroquirno is a white horse, with the legs of a fallow deer and the tail of a lion. It has purple head, blue eyes, and a long and twisted horn in its forehead. White at the beginning, black at the middle, and red at the end. He is known as unicorn in other places. But Horaguero is different because of the little wings on its hooves. Paparazzola. In Castilian mythology, the name Paparazzola refers to a mythological being, known for threatening and silencing misbehaving children who cry. It is the Castilian counterpart of the Greek harpy. This harpy lives inside the church tower, which goes through a miniature round window at the back of the bell tower. This creature also lives in attics and dark corner houses. It approaches towards children who emit horrible cries and later eats the children in its nest. Remidriju. The Remidriju is a green weasel-like creature with magical all-healing fur, and a penchant for digging up treasures. It described as a cross between weasel and marten, yet longer like a snake, and possessing a hog or boar-like head, with long tusks for digging the earth. They are born only once every 100 years, and dig deep, extensive burrows with their tusks, often going after and unearthing gold and treasures. Its magical fur acts as an all-healing panacea that can heal any kind of sickness, and use as remedy for other mythical creatures like Anjanus. Cyrenuka. The Cyrenuka was a young and beautiful Cantabrian girl that converted into a woman with long and bright tail of fish. It says that a girl used to gather shellfish beside the dangerous cliffs of Castor Ordiales, and sing towards the sea. Her song would warn ships of the cliffs so they wouldn't crash. The mother, tired of this situation, concerned by what could happen to her daughter, cursed her. Then her beautiful daughter became a woman with a long and bright tail of fish. The tradition says that even today, the young girl's song can be heard within the mists as sailors approach the cliffs to warn them. The Urko or Gurko is a huge dog, generally considered to be an omen of death. The Urko is said to rise from the sea on misty winter nights. It will roaming the town's or city's street, visiting the house of those soon to die, and recruiting dogs to its pack on the way. The Shana, sometimes Jana, is a creature of extraordinary beauty believed to live in fountains, rivers, waterfalls or forested regions with pure water. A Shana can be a beneficial spirit, offering love water to travelers, and rewards of gold or silver to those found worthy through some undefined judgment, while other Xanas may attack people and steal their food. Their hypnotic voices can be heard during spring and summer nights. Those who have a pure soul and hear the song will be filled with a sense of peace and love. And those whose souls are not pure will feel they are being suffocated and may be driven insane. Galtsigoriak, meaning the red pants, are a type of Irachok or Im. Usually a benevolent type of creature. They help with farming labors in the night if given presents of food.